CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre at Hell in the Cell at Bad Blood was a brutal matchup. Here we have Drew McIntyre, and he's got CM Punk up, and he tosses him right outside of the ring. Drew McIntyre hits CM Punk with an avalanche air raid crash on the steel stairs. We had tons of big spots in this rubber match, but today I wanted to focus on one botch you may have not caught. During the match, Drew McIntyre was a bloody mess, which was awesome because you don't see a lot of blade jobs in WWE, and this rivalry felt like it needed a violent conclusion. This is an excerpt from an article found on Inside the Ropes. Soon after, reports emerged about Drew McIntyre requiring 16 staples on his head to seal the injury. McIntyre confirmed the reports and shared graphic images to showcase the aftermath of his match. McIntyre shared the images and wrote, "I saw red," to symbolize how bloodied he got at the event. Once I saw the stitches on Drew McIntyre's head, I decided I wanted to make a video trying to figure out what went wrong here and how he ended up having all these stitches on the top of his head. I checked the footage and I could have sworn this is where it happened. So here's the toolbox. Punk hits him in the head, and I thought it was at this point here when the toolbox is open and Punk goes from the top of the ropes. It looks really sloppy. You have an open toolbox, maybe a corner hits, and whack, CM Punk hits him. But as you have a closer look here, you can see Drew McIntyre's already bleeding before CM Punk goes to hit him with the toolbox. So I was wrong there, my bad. This wasn't a complete waste of time, because check out this spot here where Drew just throws up his hands and blocks the toolbox from hitting his head. This is just after he has the laceration on the top of his head. He says "F that," makes a business decision, and throws his hands up to block the toolbox hitting him up in the head. Shades of Triple H whenever he had to take the chair to the head.
Trying to get his arm up to block it, but to no avail.
Can't say I blame Triple H. Taking a headshot like that would be brutal. Whatever happened to that guy anyway? Alright, let's get back to the spot here. So this botch occurs when CM Punk is right outside of the ring. He's got the toolbox, and Drew McIntyre comes lumbering over, and let's just have a look at the footage. This is a brutal shot that Drew McIntyre eats from CM Punk. You can hear it from the ringside here. And I had to look at this spot on the WWE footage as well. I got to use screenshots because WWE will copyright strike my channel. But you can see here CM Punk hits him pretty flat and clean on that toolbox. And here's another view. Down in the bottom right corner, you're going to see what the toolbox looked like on the flat side. And there is a little bit of a lip there, and maybe that did it, but it's tough to really tell if that really made the cut or the laceration with that little lip on the bottom of the toolbox. Let me know in the comments if you think that's what made the cut there. I think the botch is caused by the spot itself and not the toolbox. Punk is swinging the toolbox really hard. It's a real toolbox, not a gimmick toolbox, and Drew is in an awkward position hanging over the ropes to take the toolbox to the top of the head. You would expect McIntyre to Triple H it, put his hands up if he knew Punk was swinging the box that hard. They could have opted to use a lighter weapon, like a bedpan or something that wasn't as rough. At the end of the day, no one got killed, and the extra blood made the match better.
Subscribe now. You bury the lead. It's the best. Hey everybody, just reminding you to subscribe to Don't Bury the Lead right now. Do it.
Let me tell you something, brother. You don't want to miss. You don't want to miss Don't Bury the Lead. Make sure you subscribe and you follow Don't Bury the Lead.